Just how should the UK define itself right now on the world stage? Joining me now is Iain Mansfield, Director of Research at the Policy Exchange. Iain Mansfield, thank you for joining us tonight. Your report today, what's its main conclusion? And do you think Ramona's get it wrong on Brexit?
The main conclusion is that the negative impact of Brexit on UK export has been overly exaggerated. Essentially, a lot of the models which have been used rely on looking at trade flows in aggregate. They make a number of assumptions which don't stand up. And what our report did, which was written by a very good trade expert called Phil Radford, is goes into it sector by sector, looking at automotive and aerospace and clothing. And it finds that when you carry out the analysis at this level, actually the impact on trade is much less than some of the models which are used by academics and used by the OPR would have it.
I was talking to one expert about this a while ago. He said that if you didn't know the date of Brexit and did a line on the economy, you wouldn't be able to pick it out.
I mean, I think that's absolutely right, especially when you throw in COVID as well, which obviously had a hugely disruptive impact, not just on Britain, but all over the world. And actually, our report looks back, and actually, if you go back as far as the turn of the century, our exports to the EU have been perpetually disappointing, in fact, a lot more disappointing than you would have expected when we were in the single market. And actually, since we've left the single market, actually, that trend has continued. So actually, we should be looking at our economy more deeply and looking at why that is, not trying to blame all of our woes on Brexit.
Well, Iain Mansfield, thank you for joining us tonight on GBN Tonight. We do appreciate it.